Homemade lures are in again, I think. Yay! Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Jack Wreck Adventures. So today I'm going to be making my own mackerel feathers. They usually use about a size 2 hook, but today I'm going to go for a slightly bigger one. So I've got a few different colours here. I've got a gold pattern, got a silver pattern, and I've got a bit of a pink with a glitter pattern. I actually got these all from when I was in Indonesia. Cheapest chips out there. And I've probably had them sat in the shed for about 8 years. So I thought, since the mackerel have come in, we're out on my brother's boat tomorrow, so I will be trying these. I thought I might make my own. Whoa! I've also got some pre-tied ones, which any different colours, which if you can see, the tip of it has already been tied. So all you need to do is get your hook and feed it through the top of it. Just feed it round. Like so. So that's your hook, that's your feather. And all you need to do is just crimp it, or even what I'm going to do is use wire to tie it, and you got yourself a homemade feather. Obviously cut this to suit, but I quite like having it a bit longer. It generally gets the bigger mackerel. Simple. So let's get tying. This is one of the tools that come with the kit. It clamps onto your thread. You pull the thread through this little pipe, and it actually makes wrapping the thread around the hook fairly easy. Get a good, nice, tight threaded hook. So I want to make mine quite a bushy feather, but probably not that bushy. So I might split it, maybe take a pinch out. Like so. It doesn't have to look perfect, it's just got to look like a bait for a fish to be. And yeah, just needed to sit like that really. So I'm now going to cut the feather material off just above the eye of the hook, like so. So it's starting to look like a homemade feather. I'm now going to get the red cotton thread on this little device, and I'm going to wrap it from the eye probably to about the middle of the hook, back up again. Probably do that twice just to get it nice and tight. So I'm going to pinch it. So it's so fiddly. So, and then just wrap. This is where this little gizmo comes in. Just wrap. Pull a bit of out and wrap. So we're actually out on my brother's boat tomorrow. We're going to go mackerel fishing. So I want to do a competition. He's going to use his brought ones, and I'm going to use my homemade ones. We'll see who catches them first and see who gets the biggest. Keep winding. You can actually wind in other colours, so if you wanted to add a bit of gold or even a bit more silver, or you can actually change how the feather sits, so you can pull a bunch forward and then with the other hand wrapping in the same direction, it should then make that bunch sit forwards, and then you bring it back and you wrap on it again It should just give it a bit more volume. See how it comes up more? So I think I might keep that one like that. So I've wrapped it tight. It seems all quite sturdy. Obviously you can move it about a bit, feather out. I'm going to just pull the excess thread, cut off a little gizmo, wrap the excess around it. I don't tie the knot, to be honest. I cheat. I put super glue on it. Well, this is actually nail varnish, clear nail varnish. Put that over the thread, twist it around the way that your cotton was going. And it will set, it will harden up, none of that will come undone. And there you are, a homemade feather. I'm going to make, I'd say about 6, and then I'm going to put it all on a rig. And here's the final result, guys. Simple. This is what we came for on the homemade feathers. So I'm now going to show you how to make the mackerel feathers rig. Okay? So you get your feather. I've just changed my camera view. So I got my first feather. So all I need to do is get my line, if I can get my line. So I'm going to feed it through the eye of the hook, like so. Then I'm just going to tie a blood knot. So it's through the eye. The piece that you've gone through the eye with, wrap around the existing 5 times. 3. And then just behind the eye, go through that hoop. Then like so. Then I always bring it back round through the other loop too. There's loads of videos on YouTube to tie these, so don't be too worried. And you pull it. Oh, your mother. Beep. Sorry, these are bricklaying hands trying to tie fiddly stuff. It's not the easiest. Right, I'm going to have to use my mouth. There we are. So one blood knot. Get your scissors. Trim the excess line off. Keep it nice and neat. And there you are. So we're now gonna say about 150 millimeters. Cut it there. And then this is what's going to attach to your main line, which I'll explain now. So we'll put that to the side. So this is going to be the main part to it. You'll see once I hold it up. So that feather and that line that you just made will now tie into this. So say, I don't know, I'm going to go about a foot down that line, make a loop. And then you want to feed the end through it 3 times. 1, 2, oh come on man, last one. If I can get it through. 3. Use my mouth. Pull it through. And now you want to tighten this knot just enough to form 2 loops. And then you want to place that down. Then you want to go back to the line that you've just made. This one with your feather on. And what I do is I feed it through one loop. Well, I bloody try to. So I feed it through one loop. And then I go back down into the other loop. Pull a little bit of line through. And then pull the line that you created the loop with to tighten up a little bit. Give yourself a bit of distance for your feather, and then enough line either side so you can tie a blood knot. There are other knots, but I know a blood knot. So same again. Wrap it around 5 times. Use your mouth because it does bloody help. So there's 5 times. So through that loop, and then back through the loop that's just created. Using your mouth, pull it tight. Watch the hook doesn't go in your finger like that. And it's pretty much pull all the knots nice and tight together. Pull them tight. To make sure you get some perfect spacings out, and it does make it fairly easy, is go ahead and where you want to put your feather, get the loops ready. So make your loop, go through 3 times. 2, 3, and then pull it. So one feather's going to go there, about 200. I'll have another one here. Again, go through, tie all your blood knots to your feathers, get them all ready. You got your loops ready, then it's just a case of putting them together. So I'm going to go ahead and get them done. So going back, done the blood knot onto the feather, then on the feather line, going back to the loops we made earlier. And we're going to come up through one, and then go back down into the other. Get enough line through that so you can make a blood knot. Do your blood knot again, around 5 times. 3, 4, 5. Up through the loop. Back down for the loop. Pull the feather line tight, pull the main line knot tight. That just joins it all together, nice. So this is the finished rig. 1, 2, 3, 4 feathers. And then at the top of the rig, you got your swivel that gets attached to your main line to your rod. There's the knot we done. There's the line to the feather, back to the main line. There's the other knot. Round to the feather, follow the line to the next knot that we set out. There's your feather, back down to the next feather, and then at the bottom we have a weight. And that's it. And I've got something on my lures. Oh, that's quite the...
Might picked up a bass or something.
Ooh, homemade, baby!
Oh yeah! Hey, nice one! Fishing. Oh, nice! I don't know how to turn this off.
Oh, well done. Homemade lures, baby! So Brady's rested up after those string lines of mackerel. Bit of a sweat on the brow. But yes, homemade feathers last night. And we've got it. Give it a try, guys, it's more fun.